Can I hear myself now? Happy Sunday, everyone, and thank you so much for joining in to the very first ever Mindminx show here on Mix Vibes Radio. And we have, in my opinion, a star-studded event today to talk about what it is you guys can expect to be seeing and hearing when you're watching the Mindminx show. So we're going to start with some guests who are not nearby but still wanted to join in and show their support. And we have Julia and Colin here. Hello, my loves. How are you?
Doing well.
Great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm super nervous if you can't tell. So I am seeing you on my phone, so I apologize that I'm looking down, but I want to be able to see you guys too. So I am looking down at my phone, and next time I'll bring my pod so that I don't have to worry about this. Oh, there, I see a bitter. There we go. So, all right, I brought you guys on because the guest that I picked for today's show obviously had a special connection to me and to my audience. So I wanted to bring you guys on and talk about what your experience was like, if you remember, because it's already been a while for both of you, how it was when you were on the show with me, and talk about a little bit what you spoke about on the show. So Julia, let's start with you. You are the travel guru for hacks, so talk to us.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name is Julia Menez. I am a travel hacking coach and speaker and the founder of GeoBreeze Travel. I host the GeoBreeze Travel podcast, where we interview people from all different walks in life about how they are able to travel for free using points and miles. So this past year with the pandemic, obviously not a lot of people have been traveling just because of all of the lockdowns and everything. So this kind of opened up some time for me and a lot of people who normally would be traveling to just kind of sit down and say, hey, how's it going? What are you doing with all of those points and miles that are just sitting in your account? And are you giving up on the game? Are you diving deeper into the game to look at different opportunities? So it's been an exciting year, and built up the podcast from there and have met so many cool people on Instagram and all over the internet.
I see that you're always having a new guest on to talk about some new hacks, and you've been traveling yourself. How has that been through quarantine and through COVID? I know this past year you were able to get away a little bit.
Yeah, not as much as we normally would. In a normal year, we would probably do 4 international trips or so each year, largely for free using points and miles. This year, we went to the Bahamas for about 3 days, and it was right before they required COVID testing to get back into the United States. So this was in January, and it's a lot tougher now logistically to travel anywhere with all of the testing that has to go on. We've also done a few different domestic trips this year just to visit my family in Kansas City, my husband's family in South Dakota. We've worked remotely from Arizona for a little bit just to get warm during the winter, and also as part of a hotel run, as part of a hotel challenge where if you stay a certain number of nights with a hotel chain, they give you some status perks. So we just camped out in an Arizona hotel for a while to take advantage of that offer.
That sounds awesome. Now, Colin and I go way back. We were almost roommates in Mexico. I remember I felt like you were interviewing me to see if we would be compatible. And it's been history since then. We're super close friends. So you are an international celebrity stylist, and you hop back and forth between the Palm Beach and New York area. And you were just here. We just missed each other again. So talk to us. What have you been up to, especially with the newest season of fashion coming out?
So as far as fashion, thanks for having me today, by the way.
Thank you for being
As far
here.
as fashion, I've been up to a few different things, more so like trend forecasting, obviously working with my private clientele. This past time when I was in New York, it was strictly pleasure, which is,
Good for
definitely
you.
one of my favorite things. It was very nice. I haven't been there in about a year, so I got to eat at my favorite restaurants and, just do things that I used to do all the time. But as far as fashion, a lot of trend forecasting and working with my private clients, especially since, New York Fashion Week and different things, they all went virtual. And I believe, right now we're just kind of gearing up for what this year may have in store for us, with a lot of people getting vaccinated. Hopefully we can do in-person events here very soon. I know Stephen Kolb from the CFDA has made virtual a permanent thing.
Oh, wow.
But hopefully we can get back to in-person. And also I've been working a lot in the beauty business. So obviously between here, New York, and Philadelphia, I've become an expert with a few different luxury skincare lines.
Ooh,
and,
right up my alley.
just kind of keeping the trails moving. I've been gardening a lot also.
There you go. Well, so I brought you guys on because I wanted you guys to talk about how you felt, what your experience was like talking with me. Now, obviously, I love talking to you guys. Can you commiserate? Is the feeling mutual, I hope?
Yes, most definitely. I definitely feel that way.
Absolutely. I think the conversation's really easygoing as well. And for anybody who tuned into your show when we did our first run on travel hacking, I think I can tell it's just really easygoing to have all these conversations.
Thank you. Well, I do have a full room of guests, so I wanted to thank you so much for your guys' time. And I do see Jackie trying to get into the room right now. But maybe later on. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time because I am just super nervous, for lack of a better word. So thank you very much, guys. I love you guys very much. If anybody wants to follow either Colin or Julia, they can be found on Instagram. Colin, what's yours? It's XOXO Santini. And Julia, what's your handle?
At GeoBreeze Travel.
Okay, so I definitely recommend that you guys follow because, first of all, fashion is amazing, and Colin has the best pictures. He takes the best pictures, I think. And Julia has amazing travel hacks. And your podcasts are available when? Tell everybody.
They drop on Sundays, and I just dropped one right now. It's about a couple who cashed out all of their different points and miles and retired before the age of 30. So they travel the US and are financially independent. And you can hear their story on the latest episode of the GeoBreeze Travel Podcast.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. You guys are more than welcome to stay on and listen to me. I hope I didn't seem too nervous, but thank you very, very much.
No, you are great, and we wish you so much luck with this new endeavor of yours.
Thank you so much. I love you guys.
Thank you so much for having us. Take care.
Thank you too. Oh, I'm over here waving at my phone. I love you guys. All right, so I'm going to go into our first in-studio guest, and no introduction is needed. We are talking to Chef Shorty. And there's a reason why we call Chef Shorty Shorty. There we go. I can hear her now.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So we have a super interesting story how we met. We met on a plane.
On an airplane.
On a red eye down to West Palm.
Yeah.
And fast forward, oh, you're a chef. I was doing food blogging, and then we become friends. And now you became you were my first in-person in show.
Really?
Where you cooked? Yeah, we cooked together.
That was wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
now here we are.
Yeah, here we
again.
are.
Yes.
So
awesome.
Shorty, tell me.
Thank you for having me then and now.
Absolutely.
Because it's been a pleasure meeting you, and then now seeing your growth. Like, this is like amazing.
Tell me this is not crazy.
I am so proud of you for sticking your guns and just doing what you love to do. It's amazing.
Well, you know what? Doors open, and I'm always ready just to see what's on the other side of it, at least.
Yeah, and keep going, because
Yep.
there's a lot of doors. There's a lot of them.
So how did you feel talking with me? Because I know, especially with your story, I asked a lot of questions, and you were okay answering them.
I
Like, how
like
did you?
I like the deep questions.
Yeah.
I like them.
Well, like, so I think the biggest question that most people feel awkward asking, but I didn't do it from a place of malintent. I did it just from pure
No.
curiosity. Like, you
Right.
know, you are going through transition.
Yes.
You were born female
Yes.
and transitioning to male.
Yes.
And you've already had your top surgery. Like, I'm
Yes.
so
Like, I'm about to take my shirt off, but they can't see right now.
No, they can. We are.
Oh, yeah.
So, how did you feel having me broach these type of subjects with you on
First of all,
camera,
yeah.
live?
Well, I think that's a major plus. Coming from someone like you in the food industry, and not a lot of transitioning or people who are in that lifestyle are in the food industry, or no. So being a part of that, and you being so comfortable, and me being so comfortable with speaking out, it's I feel comfortable talking to you. Like, let's talk, let's get into it. People may not understand, and here you are talking about it, and here I am open to speak on it. So
I think that's important because both of us were open to the conversation. It wasn't just like, my curiosity didn't want to actually have an answer. My curiosity wants
wanted
an answer.
and I was willing to give that answer. Yeah.
And you were truthful about it. And a lot of people were like, they had said to me, especially after that episode, saying, wow, you really asked about how, because I feel there's a lot of
misconceptions and all that. Yeah. But then here we are, we're talking on it, and then we enlighten someone else.
That's what my hope is.
And then we just keep it going, and we enlighten more people, and it's a ripple effect,
Yep.
It's a mind mix.
Though that's really interesting that you bring that up. So my name is Mindminx.
Minx.
Yes.
You see, so I thought the N was silent.
Yeah. But it's actually something that's brought up a lot. We were actually talking about it right before we went on air because a lot of people don't pronounce the D. So they'll say it's Mindy. Mindy Mix. I'm like, no, mind. It's
Right.
2 words together, Mind Minx. So
I could see that. I mean, I see it. It suits you.
it's been my name forever. And it's one of the very few handles. If you look, like anybody who has a handle, they have to have like a 1 after or underscore. Or
Yeah, yours is just together.
Yep, mm-hmm.
Yeah, all one word.
All one word.
Are you excited for
I'm
this?
I'm excited. I'm nervous. And this is beyond amazing.
Right.
And my awesome engineer, is just reminding me to make sure that everybody is liking, sharing, and
Yes.
following.
Like, share, follow.
And all of my guests, by the way, I see my husband who's being co-pilot and my biggest supporter over here. Hopefully, I saw you recording, so hopefully I'll be able to. Oh, Kaz, my producer, is here.
Kaz is here.
We have
The
a full
infamous.
house today.
Yes. This is amazing.
How did
to
this
see
happen?
to see everyone here, and you brought this to. You did this.
I did this. Let me tell you, I was nervous. By the way, I need to tell this story. So since I would say like Wednesday, we've been getting everything together, and my husband's like, make sure you put a bag together. Make sure you put a bag together. 100%, I'm not exaggerating, not one bit. We leave the house this morning. We get on the highway, and I say, oh, I'm allowed to curse, right?
Oh,
I'm
we
like,
can curse? Nice.
Yes. I'm like, fuck, I forgot my headphones.
Oh, no.
He's like, I told you to make
No,
your bag.
it's always. I leave the house or the restaurant, and I'm like, I forgot my bag. I forgot my knife. So I got to go bagging. And it's the most important thing. I need my knives. And I'm like, I got everything else except for my knives. It's crazy.
So my nerves are starting to come down just a little bit, as long as I don't sound it. I remember taking a public speaking class in college, and the professor saying that nobody else will know that you're nervous. You're the only person who knows. And like, I feel it, like my heart's beating a mile a minute. So
Breathing.
breathing.
Yes. So, I mean, you're doing this every Sunday?
Every Sunday. I will
Okay.
be here every Sunday, even holidays. As a matter of fact, my husband asked me, he's like, well, Mother's Day falls on a Sunday. Okay.
Mother's Day here.
Well, that's what, and he's like, well, it's your day. I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, you shouldn't be doing your show if it's Mother's Day. I was like, no, shouldn't I be getting what I want from? He's like, yeah, what do you want for Mother's Day? I said, to do my show.
There you go.
So
there
we
you
will
go.
be here Mother's Day.
Okay.
And
Rain or shine.
I'm so excited because I have all these new people that I just was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to send a message. I'm going to shoot my shot and see where it lands. And I've got some cool ass people
Yeah, you
that are
do.
coming onto my show.
Yeah, you do, because you're cool.
Thank you.
And you make us feel welcomed and comfortable, and we're able to be ourselves. And that's most important. That's most important.
That's what I hope for. That's what I love. And I remember the first time I sat down with Mikey, my engineer, we just started having a conversation. And then half an hour later, I was like, see, that's what I do. Like, we just met each other and we had half-hour conversation.
That's what happened, yeah, with us the first
On the
time. Yeah, literally. Someone was making havoc in front of me, and I was like, change my seat. You were sleeping.
I had the whole row to myself.
Yep. And I'm like, all right. I ordered a couple shots.
I'm like, well, if you're drinking, I might as well have a drink too.
And then that's where conversation began, and you're a foodie and I'm a chef, and look here we are. Almost, 2 years?
almost 2 years.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. All right, so.
We got to shout out Vinny on this one.
Oh, Vinny, yes. Okay, so let's tell this story.
Let's do it. What's up, Vinny?
Is he there?
No,
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying we got to shout out Vinny. I know he's probably listening. If not, he'll chime in on the replay.
So, I'm trying to do this as politically correct as I possibly can because I can't tell this story without prefacing how I got here. So we already talked about that I was a foodie. I was doing food blogging for this great magazine, and I guess the best way to put it is that things were transitioning on both ends. So I wasn't doing as much food blogging, and it gave me an opportunity to concentrate on my show, which was called Sofa Social on Instagram.
Yes.
And I had this amazing artist who had his artwork chosen to be a flag that flew outside Rockefeller Center last August. So he was on the show, great show, and he sends me a message. He's like, hey, my friend Vinny loved the show, would love to be on it. I was like, okay, awesome. And then, sorry, my phone is like going off my text messages. So I had Vinny on the show, and we're talking about, the new projects that he has coming up, and he's doing something for Desi Arnaz, like I Love Lucy.
Okay.
They're doing a really cool thing, and he's hosting. He was supposed to be here today, but they're hosting, him and someone else are hosting the ESPYs this year, so he's been super busy
Nice.
right now. But he sends me, I remember, I'm at lunch at work, my 9 to 5, and I see my message go off, and I was like, what? My heart. It's a group message, and it's Vinny and then Mike and myself, and he's like, Mikey, I need you to meet Sally. She's so cool, blah blah, has a great voice. And I'm like, what is happening right now? And then same day, didn't we have like a FaceTime conversation same day?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it felt right. It was like, all right, do I do this? And I was like, fuck it, I can't say my words if I don't live my words.
That's
and I'm
right.
always ready for the next adventure.
That's right.
So I did it.
And
then
you never know who's around you that's watching you, that's hearing you, and then that word of mouth, it goes far.
That is 100% a fact.
You never
and
know.
Vinny, wherever you are today, I hope if you have a day off, enjoying yourself. But thank you so much for this introduction.
Yes. Shots. No, just kidding. You're going to hear me say that.
Well, thank you so much for giving me your time right now.
Thank you. Oh, my God. First of all, thank you for your space and your energy from the beginning. I am so, so proud of you.
Thank you.
Because you have not let it go. You have done what you want to do, and that's important. And with doing that, look at the amazing people that you brought together.
I know.
So,
I have a full house today. I'm super happy.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. and to the guests that are to come.
I'm super excited. Well, I'm even more super excited because right now we are gonna have an international wrestling champ. Come on into the studio.
Uh-oh.
He's coming.
He's coming.
He's getting ready. I think the cape is coming on. I think he's putting the cape on.
So while we're waiting for my next guest to actually come into the studio, don't forget to like, share,
and follow.
And he brought his belt. Oh, I'm so excited.
Where am I sitting? What's going on? Oh, right here? All right. Where's the
Come
camera?
on
Where's the camera
in.
at?
There's camera right there,
Right
sir.
there in front of Vic. All right.
There's
Where's the other
camera.
Oh, right over there. Okay. All right.
We have.
I got you.
Will it stay for you?
Go.
There you go. Let's see.
Oh, it'll stay.
You know, I have a thing for you, right? Because I'm
I
listening
think
to you
it's
over
it's
there.
upside down.
It's upside down.
Oh, it is? That's
Yeah.
all right.
That's all right. We're live, people.
All right. This is what happens when you're live.
Is this heavy?
You could hold on to it. If
Oh
you
my
want. It's not
God.
that
I'm like,
heavy. Nah, not gonna
oh,
do
that's
things.
what's up. I never hold a
You never held the bubble before?
Nah. I mean my own belt, but
Oh, yeah. So I have an idea for you.
Underneath. All right. So,
You got it?
pardon me. There's a.
So what do you want?
There. Oh, I can't
Right
see.
in that corner.
Oh, right over here?
There's a plug now.
Just plug it in. Oh, I see it.
Oh, I am so super excited. We have a full studio. This is so freaking cool.
Right there.
am I supposed to hear anything?
Yeah, then, no, I got you.
Oh, there's a camera.
Yeah.
Put a camera right in front of me. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
All right, so we go down.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay,
I can hear you.
So I have an idea for you, right?
Oh.
Because how you're out here trying to call your guests and stuff. And
Uh-huh.
you're trying to have like a little cue because I didn't know I'm back there. I'm just like updating my Instagram and my Facebook and stuff to let people know that I'm on your show.
Uh-huh.
Here you go. Look. The next guest.
Oh.
Ding, and then you know what I'm saying?
That's
And then you
cute.
walk in,
That's
you walk in,
cute.
right? That's-
Ring the bell.
and it's something as simple as this. You have it right there. You're not even thinking about
Ring
it.
the
But
bell.
I'm like, I walk in the room and I'm surveying the room. I'm like, yo, where's the camera? Was it? I'm like, oh, the bell. Okay, so cool. So there you go.
Nice. Hello, welcome,
How are you?
sir.
How are you? Hey, listen, you know what? I just want to say congratulations. It's so crazy because I was having this conversation earlier on how we met and how I know you for a very long time now.
Very
It
long
has
time.
to be over 10 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We started working together, remember? And how raw are you going to get with this interview and stuff like that? or
Let's
anything?
do this.
Okay.
Word.
So
Let's
I
do
remember
this.
before your surgery and everything. Remember we used to have conversation
Yep.
all the time, and we used to talk about eating and dieting and working out and the routine, and it's so hard and this and that, whatever. And it was funny because you would approach me and I would approach you, and that's how we became friends over health and fitness,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So then one thing led to another. I'm no longer with the company.
Nope.
You're still there. You're doing your thing, whatever. And then I see you on social media. You're popping up all over the place with the food vlogs and all that stuff like you guys were talking about earlier. And here I am. I'm doing my thing, right? So I'm doing my thing on the side. And then out of nowhere, you asked me to come onto your show, which is great. Listen, I love it. Let's do it, right? So we do it. And this is like our 4th or 5th time here, right?
Together.
And
yeah.
and it's so crazy because we go from being in office, right? and me traveling and doing all these shows all over the place, and you're doing your thing.
Yep.
And now you're in a freaking $1 million studio over here. Look at you, right? First of all, we thank you so much. Thank you so much because you take care of your guests. You have catering in the back.
I do.
You have adult
Yes.
beverages. You
I
have
do
drinks.
adult
Like you have.
beverages.
You listen. You gave me
It's a
valet
whole vibe
parking.
over here.
You gave me valet parking
whole
right in the
vibe.
front.
He got valet parking. Right,
Nice.
like I'm all mad. I'm telling I'm telling my husband. I'm like, babe, right in front.
Right in the
He's
front.
like, but you're in the same. I don't care. He got right in the.
But you know that's what happens when you drive the Maserati. Right?
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
And you know what? I can see my car right here. Look in the camera. There's
Yup.
a camera behind us. I'm looking at the car right there. So
You can see it.
there you go.
Everything's good.
No, but seriously,
mean, like-
I want to say congratulations to you
Thank
from the
you.
bottom of my heart. You are the epitome of what it is for hard work paying off and just
Thank
sticking
you.
with it. And remember how I told you before, just keep hammering.
Just keep hammering.
Just keep hammering.
Yup.
Someone's gonna listen. Someone's gonna open that door. Someone's gonna be like, "Hey, what's that? What's that knocking over
What's
there?
that
What's going
knocking?"
on over there?" Right? And shout out to Kaz right here in front of us.
Yes.
You're
My producer.
multi-talented
Yes.
producer, author, and everything in between.
Yes.
Your husband for being your rock,
Yeah.
for being with you through the ups and the downs and everything. It's just freaking amazing for me to see you, and I'm just standing right here. Right, even though I'm wearing a suit right now, I'm having goosebumps as I'm talking to
For
you because
real.
I'm sitting right next to you. And
When
it's
I
just
tell
amazing.
You the Kool-Aid smile on my face, it hurts, but that's how
Well, I just
happy I
well,
am.
oh no,
right
you
now.
could people can see it in the camera, right? That's what
Yeah,
you told me. There you
yeah.
go. There you go. All right, so we're gonna get this interview started, or am I interviewing, or what are we doing?
Yeah,
like,
no,
you
it's
gotta talk
all
to me.
about me.
Oh, it's all about. Oh, so you're not interviewing me? Oh, damn.
No.
So we're not
well,
talking.
So wait, no,
so we're
let's
not
talk
talking about me.
that.
Okay.
So we talked about how we know each other,
Right.
but so yes, I asked you to be on the show, and I
Yes.
remember thinking, and having the conversation with you, and be like, I really don't know wrestling,
Right.
so I don't know the lingo.
Right.
I don't know what we're gonna be, like.
Right.
And we still have this great conversation,
Yep.
and then Kaz and I did my very first pre-recorded interview with you.
Yep.
And then you said, I have a match
Yes.
the very next day, so
Yes.
why don't you come? And I
Yeah,
was like,
come down. Yep.
all right, I'll come.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
come. And,
yeah.
and you were awesome. You gave a shout out because that was my father-in-law's birthday, so
Yep,
you gave this
yep.
huge shout out. Like, he is your number one fan.
Aw.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
that,
awesome.
I love
that
it,
man loves you.
You know that came out on TV, right?
Did it
Yeah, because
really?
we when we do the tapings for TV, we do it. I think it's like channel 77 on cable TV or something like that for the Parsippany, like Hiawatha area around over there. So it like airs on TV, so it was like a big deal, and because I'm the face of the company, they give me a little bit leeway so I could do the basically
That
what I
kinda
want.
stuff?
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
could do that stuff, and I just call them over and big shout out and stuff like that. So that was a pretty cool moment.
You
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
So, well, now, fast forward, we watched that match, and
Yep.
then I see that you have another match, and I'm
Yep.
like, all right, let's go. I was like, babe, we had a good time. You want to go? And I sent you a message, and, we had our tickets. We had our tickets waiting for us
Yep,
at the front.
What?
concierge.
VIP.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, wait, so here's the best part. So
Yep.
we walk into the arena area, and I see somebody waving, and I'm like, I'm blind as a bat.
Right.
I can't see 10 feet in front of me, right? And I see somebody waving. I was like, I don't think she's waving at me, but it looks like she's waving at me. I was like, no, 9 times out of 10, they're not
Yeah,
actually
right.
waving
The one
at
behind you.
Well, no, she was waving me down because we had your merch on.
The shirt.
We had
Yep,
your
yep,
shirt
the
on,
red
so
shirt.
she saw your shirt. She's like, no, come. We got front row seats.
Are you talking about my sister?
Was that your sister?
Was that my sister?
No, I don't think it was your
Oh,
sister.
okay. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
And so she's like, here, no, go ahead. But he said that you guys were coming, so here's your seats. And I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had front row seats, and we had the rail right there in front of us. And I'm like, when I tell you, if it was an 80-inch screen TV, it still wouldn't have been as good as the seats that we had.
Yep.
It was great.
Anything live that you watch, it's usually pretty good.
So we're watching, and we're watching some of the matches,
Yep.
and then I'm posting them live, everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so mad I didn't get this one part live.
Which one?
Well, so Vic and I went to go get pretzels and a couple of beers.
Right.
And I'm about to sit down. I have my pretzels in my hand.
Right.
About to sit down. The wrestlers come out of the ring, and the one guy hits the other guy into the rail.
And you got everything in your hands?
I have it in my hand.
You-
But he sees my pretzels and he grabs my pretzel and shoves it in the other wrestler's face. And I'm like, he's like, I owe you a pretzel.
Oh, that's awesome. You were
when
part of
I'm
the
in
show.
shock, I'm so in shock that I was like, thank you.
And you didn't even know you're part of the show, and you got in. That's
But
what's
I
up.
was so mad because I couldn't record any of that.
Well, that's on TV, right?
Yeah, it's on TV, and my sister has it too. So
So well, you
Oh,
got it.
yeah,
You
my
got
sister has it. Yeah.
So I sent all of this on my feed. All the matches, the final match.
Yep.
Yours. From beginning to
thank you,
end
thank
is
you,
on
thank you,
my
thank you.
my feed.
Thank you.
And then the finale. Like that finale was like, what? And that's how he even captioned. I was like, how's this for a finale? 'Cause every single wrestler, it was just complete mayhem in the middle of the ring. And so I'm posting this, and then people start asking. They're like, "Are you a wrestling fan?" I'm like, I wasn't when this started, but I guess
Now
I
I
kind of
am.
am.
Yeah.
It grows onto you.
Yeah.
Well, you were awesome because you brought me downstairs, and I got to meet
Yep.
a whole bunch of wrestlers,
A whole bunch of different- yep.
including the wrestler who stole the pretzel. And he's like, he's like, in that machismo, I tried to find you a pretzel. And I was like, listen, pay me back. Don't worry about the pretzel. Pay me back by coming on my show. And he gave me his business card.
Awesome.
He's pretty good. Andrew
See?
Anderson. Yep.
Andrew Anderson.
Andrew Anderson, that's his name. Yep. And shout out to Stella for holding you the front row and stuff like that. Yeah,
yes.
she's always good. She always comes down with her mom and her daughter and her cousin, I believe. and they're always at the shows. They always support, and it's super nice of them.
They were, you know what? Not to lie, not to exaggerate, because I
Right.
don't lie. I
Right.
try not to lie, but not to exaggerate.
Lying gets you nowhere.
Nah.
Yeah.
Exaggerating doesn't either, but
Yes,
to
it
hear
does.
my stories. No, but
That's
This
wrestling.
guy.
That's the wrestling,
This
right?
guy.
Wrestling is all exaggeration. What are you talking about? You're talking about, you know.
well, would you say
Go ahead.
you're like 10 notches above me?
Oh yeah. My personality is turned up to a 10 when I'm at wrestling. So right now you have wrestling. You have the shining star
Yeah.
right now. Yeah. I'm at that 10 right now.
Well, all right, so let's talk about this. So you're the international.
Well, okay. So because I went to Mexico and I wrestled out there and I made my debut last month. So usually I just call myself the shining star, right? So all of a sudden, because in wrestling you're always trying to invent like cool different stuff that you're trying to like for it to catch on and stuff like that. So I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna start calling myself the international shining star. So now all of a sudden everybody sees me. Oh, what's up, Mr. International? What's up, Mr. International? Right? And then I started because I'm the champ, right? But again, I've told you the story before. I like to sprinkle my Spanish root sides into my wrestling every once in a while. So I'm like, oh, I'm just going to start calling myself El Campeón. So now I'm like, oh, El Campeón. They're like heavyweight, whatever. So now when people see me in trading, they're like, oh, Campeón, come here. So it's catching on. It's catching on. And, but yeah, that's that story.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I also got to meet.
So like on your
Another.
show, there's like a little variety of like
Oh,
everyone
everything. Oh,
and
yeah, this is awesome.
everything.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Like
We're
This is
gonna be
awesome.
Your
shitting-
viewers-
we're gonna be shooting the shit about whatever it is that we
Word.
want to talk
Oh,
about.
That is
I
what's
don't curse,
up.
though.
You're
Fuck it.
I keep it PC.
All right, so I'll
No,
do the
you
cursing
can.
for
No,
you.
you
I'll do
could.
the
No,
cursing for you,
Oh, yeah, you do the cursing for me. Yeah, you guys could do the cursing for me.
Alright.
Yeah, I keep it PC. I have to.
Well, so I got to meet another really cute wrestler
Okay.
through you,
Through me, yes. Through me,
Yes.
yes.
and he agreed to join us.
He agreed to join us.
today.
He's here.
Do you think he would come on though?
I don't know who we talking about.
We're talking about Timid Tamir.
Mr. Timid Tamir, Mr. Upcoming in ECPW rankings. He very good guy. He when I first started, when he first started, I should say, training, he was like the most timid freaking guy. Like okay, so I'm the shining star, right? He's timid, he's really timid.
Yeah. I remember asking you that. I was like, is that
yeah.
part of like the whole?
No.
That's what I
shtick?
thought.
No,
too,
no,
meeting him.
and no, but that's like legit. That's who he is. So like he would come up and he'd be like, "Oh, Mr. Kalitri, this," and I'm like, "Whoa,
Mr.
yeah." I'm like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Mr. Kalitri, man? Come on, you gotta slow down." "Oh no, I'm sorry." I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna do anything to you. Just cut off the Mister and just, hey Ray, how you doing?" Because I don't want my status to ever get over my head. So I like to be equal with people, right? Give the same respect that's given to me and all that other stuff.
Absolutely.
But anyway, but back to Timid Tamir, yeah. So he would oh yeah, this, and I'm like, yo, is that really who you are? Yeah, that's why. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So but it works for him. I could never be Mr. Timid Kalitri because I'm not freaking timid. I'm
No.
too outspoken. But if he's here, yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be great to bring him on here and see what he has to say.
Well, let's.
Totally.
So we got him to actually come
Okay, very nice.
here,
Okay.
but I don't know if he would actually come on air.
Why wouldn't he come on air? Why would he come all this way and not come on air? First of all, it's your first episode, inaugural first episode, right? Inaugural.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
you see, you like that,
is.
right?
I
You see,
love
I'm always
that.
thinking. Inaugural episode with a star-studded cast.
Star-studded, in my opinion.
You have $1 million studio. You have all of these great people supporting you here. Why would he not come on? Look, there he is. There's the bell, right? There goes the bell, right? There goes the bell. You know what? We gotta keep this next to you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you have one over there.
I do. I have my own
Okay.
bell.
I'm sorry.
Hi everyone, how's it going?
Hi. Well, first of all, I guess my very, 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 very first question is, how do you want me to call you? Do you want me to call you Timid Tamir? Tamir?
Tamir is fine.
Tamir is fine.
Yes.
So I remember, literally asked the Shining Star, can you please introduce me to Timid? And I couldn't hear the last name. We kept calling you Timid Tim, but that's because you wrestled Timothy Theory that night.
Yes.
So it was actually Ray that had said to me, no, it's Tim and Tamir. I was like, okay, so we're looking for you. And I remember saying to you, very nice to meet you. I think you have a cool story. Would you like to be on my show? And that's the first, and you're still so timid that that's when I said to I was like, really? That's how he is? This isn't just like part of the whole, and I was, how did you come to be on, as timid as you are, wanting to go into wrestling?
Well, I've been into wrestling for many years now, but I always wondered, like, since I'm very, like, shy and around people, like, how would this work? But, overall, I've just been really training and going with the flow of things, so, yeah.
That's awesome. And how long have you been doing this?
Like, around nearly a year now.
Okay. So this is the second time I've seen you wrestle.
Oh.
I think the first time was in Lake Apacon.
Hapakon, so Christmas Chaos. Oh yeah, Hapakon.
Yeah.
Hapakon, New Jersey, and Christmas Chaos. In
Oh,
December.
that was when you were robbed.
Yeah, that's when I was hit with a belt.
That was so stupid.
But you know what? It's not about me. It's about Tamir.
I
So
know, I'm
let's get back to Tamir. Because if not, I'll take up your whole show and I'll talk about everything.
I know.
Let's talk about Tamir.
What would you like to talk about? I guess.
So how did you get into it? What?
I love this guy, by the way.
I do
I just want to throw it out there. I love this guy.
I just want to hug. He walked into the studio and I was like, "Can I give you? I just want to hug you. Can I give you a hug?" How did you get into it? Like I've talked to Ray about this plenty of times, but like you are a great example, especially since you just started a year ago. How did you get into it?
Well, I used to watch a lot of, WWE and stuff when I was younger, and I just, like, all the moves people do is, like, really cool, jumping from the top rope, and the storylines and everything. I was like, I also want to do that stuff, too. So, like, one day when I was in college, I was like, what should I really do with my life? I was like, well, I really like wrestling, so I'll go with the wrestling.
So wait, you chose college over wrestling, bro?
Oh,
I mean, you chose wrestling over college?
oh no. Well, it's a long story.
It's okay. We got time. Give me the short story, because now I'm curious.
Oh well, I went to college for art, but like with the
Very good artist, by the way. Very good artist.
Oh, so that's your work I've seen on your page then.
oh yes,
Awesome.
But the art program there wasn't really working out for me, so I was kind of stuck on what to do. But also I had a really passion for wrestling because during high school I did amateur wrestling for a while. So I was like,
You did amateur wrestling?
yes.
For real?
Mhm.
Let me look at your face when you say that. For real?
Oh yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
I was like the lightest guy in my class. Yeah, it was pretty hard and interesting. But yeah, I was confused on what to do, but I was like, I have a passion for wrestling, so I was like, let's go with that.
Good for you.
Here I am now.
Hey, look at you. Now you're over here being interviewed in $1 million studio with
Mindminx.
No, I know your name, but I don't know if you wanted me to call you Celia or
No.
Mindminx.
No, we're all about Mindminx.
Oh, so you
Radio
do
person.
the whole gimmick thing too.
I'm gonna be the
the whole wrestling
personality.
gimmick. That's the
Yep.
wrestling gimmick. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
I'm
whole
sorry.
personality.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, and for the record, this is his first interview, by the way, ever. So you got like the first
Thank you
interview.
so
So there you go.
much.
Oh, no, and thank you for having me. I'm really grateful for it.
Aw. I just want to take you home.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh man.
So what's happening next with you guys? I know May 1st, I guess, is the next for ECPW.
Yes. And PACON we have in May Mayhem. I'll be a part of a 6-man tag with my baby cousin Blake.
Oh yes, I saw him. That's when I saw you with him.
It's,
Baby cousin, by the way, baby cousin is like
It's huge.
a giant.
Yes. Yes, he came to my rescue when he saw me being bullied by Prince Akhenaten and Mr. Tristan. So,
Yeah, those names I don't know. I know like 3 names,
And you're one of them.
and you're one of
You're one of them. Look
Yeah.
at that.
oh, thank you.
You're on your way, kid.
Thank
I'm
you.
super excited.
Yep.
So thank you again for being here. How are we doing on time?
I don't know how you're doing on time.
We're doing awesome on time. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for being here. Is there anything you guys want to, I know, when are you going to be wrestling next.
Wait, I'm confused. I have some questions about this clock right here that I'm looking at.
Okay.
No.
Look at it.
No. So I'm looking at the clock, right? So to give people the perspective of what I'm looking at.
No.
Go ahead.
You want to know what? We're already prepared for when daylight savings no longer exists. We are already prepared.
Okay. All right. So you know what? I won't even touch that topic.
Yeah.
All right. So what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Where are you going to be wrestling next? Where can we see you?
I'm actually going to be with Mr. Timid Tamir on Saturday. What is it called? Mayhem?
Mayhem.
I should know this. I'm the freaking champion. I
You're
should
the
know
champ.
this. I gotta get it together. You know what? Yes, I have too much going on. But yeah, I'll be there. I'm involved in a street fight, believe it or not, against
Ooh.
Dirtbag Dan.
Again,
That guy just doesn't want to go away. He doesn't want to give up. But this is like his last chance to try to beat me for.
So this is a title
what
match again?
Yes. So what you guys see right here, this is his last opportunity to face me for this. But you know what? You know what's kind of funny? I told management, I don't want a street fight. I want a Puerto Rican street fight.
Ooh.
Like I'm bringing like the Puerto Rican ollas and the Puerto Rican chanclas and the Puerto Rican belts. I'm bringing all that Spanish stuff over there. You know what I'm saying? Wepa. I'm bringing the whole wepa and everything. I'm bringing everything over there, right? The hubcaps. I'm bringing everything over there. You know. And then after that, May 29th, I'll be in Puerto Rico actually wrestling, making my
Really?
debut out there. Yeah.
How exciting is that?
Oh, I can't wait.
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend. And I'm in my island with my people, so it'll be the first time ever. So that's pretty cool. We also have I also have a Mexico tour coming up in June. I'll fill you in as the dates come in.
Absolutely, please.
And just keep working and keep hammering, as
yes,
always.
keep hammering. Hashtag keep
Hashtag
hammering. So thank you, Tamir, for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, no problem. Thank you,
Of
sir.
course, anytime. You know, for you, I always make the time, whenever you want.
All right, so there's one last person, and if we have time, we'll see if we can we unlock the Zoom so we can have Bucks County Mama come on?
Yes.
Yes? All right, but really quick, what I would love to do is speak to my...
I have a... Hold on.
Okay.
You know, while they're trying to figure that out, you guys should follow me on Instagram under Papi Fresh, PAP1 Fresh. Facebook, it is Ray Kalitri. YouTube, Ray Kalitri. Twitter is Kalitri Ray. And for the person who is on Twitter with my name, which is Ray Kalitri, please reach out to me. I will buy the handle from you.
Are you kidding me?
I'm dead serious. I'm so serious. But go ahead, finish doing what you're doing. I'm just filling in time.
No,
right now.
I appreciate that, but...
So, yeah, just follow me, subscribe, like, comment.
yes, always like,
Reach
share,
out,
and follow.
Reach out. I will reach out back as much as I possibly can. And stay tuned. Upcoming promos, upcoming videos, upcoming photographs, shows, interviews, podcasts. I do it all. Shoot, I'm about to be a radio host.
Yeah, there you go. Well, thanks. We're like this is
We have a call on the line
we do?
live right now.
Okay.
Surprise caller, you on the air.
Hey, how you got, Mikey? How you doing, Mikey?
Vinny!
Hi, Vinny.
Listen, I took 5 minutes of my time because I'm working.
Oh, thank you.
I'm listening to the show as much as I can, but the chemistry is pretty phenomenal.
Oh, thank
I like
you.
the whole setup. It looks so professional, and I think from here to the rest of eternity, you're going to do very well.
Thank you so much. I really, really can't tell you how much I appreciate this connection that you created for me. And I wish you were here, but, you know.
I know, I wanted to, but, we hosting the ESPY Awards.
I know, I heard you.
It's crazy over here, but I'm there in heart and spirit, and on one of these Sundays that I have some availability, I'll definitely make it to you.
Yep.
We'll chat.
Yes, please.
But I don't want to take a lot of your time. I know you have all these wonderful guests, but I just wanted to congratulate
I do. I need to, you know what? I have to give a shout out to everybody who is a part of today for me. Like you guys, having conversation with you guys, aside or solo or whatever, but to see you guys all here together, I'm like, wow, I have a full house.
Yeah,
I have a full house. Thank you. Vinny, you are amazing. And
No, I saw talent, and I had to make it happen. So
thank
that's how it
you.
works.
Oh, my God.
Well, listen, enjoy your show. I'm going to keep watching. I'm like your fan now, so make it happen.
Thank you. All right, Vinny, I'm gonna give you a shout out at the end of the show, and what's going on with? Wait, I know you gotta hang up, but now I want to ask, like, what's going on with your show? Like, how's the docuseries on Desi going?
Yeah, we're in pre-production now. I'm gonna have to head to LA and Mexico City.
Oh,
and
wow.
We're gonna film most of it there 'cause it's cheaper in Mexico City, and I have some friends out there. Hopefully by August you'll be seeing it.
Awesome.
I don't want to expedite it, to a point where I'll make a cheesy production.
No,
So
would never expect anything less from you.
Yeah, but it'll be fun.
All
It'll
right.
be fun.
Thank you so much for calling in, my first caller.
Later, Vin.
Thank you. Later, Mikey.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
All right, so I think we got a hold of Bucks County Mama, and she's gonna be calling in.
Oh, nice. There you
Yes,
go.
she's a fellow blogger,
Oh, okay. Very good.
and she missed our original Zoom, so
That's okay.
hopefully
There's
she'll
time.
call in.
We'll squeeze her in here.
We'll squeeze her in.
Yeah, we
Yep.
squeeze her in.
Wow, wow.
It's a good show.
Thank you.
All right, so I have a question, right?
Yep. Okay.
Where can your listeners and stuff like that? Well, where not your listeners? Where can my people, my following, and my, all that other good stuff? Where can they find your show? This show.
This show,
yes.
the Mindminx show, is exclusive.
Mindminx show. Okay, you got
Yes.
to keep reiterating to people. Yes.
Mindminx, which is
Yes.
actually a really good story.
Yep.
Of how I got the name. But I am exclusively on Mix Vibes Radio.
Look at that. Good for you.
And we can be found on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Which, by the way, that's
Oh, you do Twitch?
Yeah, that's how old I
Oh.
am. I have no idea. I didn't have
yeah,
no
you
clue
old.
what the fuck Twitch was.
Oh yeah, you
Like,
old.
what's Twitch?
You got to get with the program.
What's Twitch? Okay, I'm not the only one.
Oh, you're old. You're old too. Right? It's a streaming
And-
service. It's a streaming service.
A lot of video games.
Yeah.
Yes.
And on mixvibesradio.com.
.com. Wow, look at you.
Yes. Holy crap.
Look at you.
That was a mouthful.
That's it.
That was awesome. All right. Oh, wait. So I have one more guest if he'll put his camera down long enough to actually.
So I guess I got to get out my seat so Mr. Kaz could come and sit here. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sky's the limit for you. Keep
Thank
rocking.
you.
I love you. I love
you
Vic.
too. Oh my God.
You guys are awesome. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And we'll be in touch.
Yes, we will.
All
You
right.
know, I'm like apparently your biggest fan now.
That's it.
Well, next to my father-in-law and next to your sister and next to your daughter.
it's a lot of next.
Yeah. That's okay. I don't mind being
It's a
online.
lot of next. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's all love
Thank
all
you.
over the place, so it's all good.
Thank you.
Be good, all right?
We have that call on the air.
Oh, we're here?
Calling you on the air, call.
Jackie, can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for calling in.
No worries. Thank you.
Oh my God. All right. So I need to intro this woman. So we have a history. And I have known you since we were in high school. And we, grew up and life happened. And why didn't anybody remind me about Dennis? And I apologize. We grew up, had children, had lives, and kind of interestingly fell into kind of similar paths. Like, you are an amazing blogger in Bucks County, PA, and anybody who wants to know where to go, what to do, what is happening in Bucks County needs to be following you. And you yesterday were at some kind of fashion show, I saw.
I was. Thank you so much for that. We did. We had a lot of parallels. We actually started doing things unknowingly very close to one another with social media and blogging. For you, the food and the podcast, and for myself, yes, I'm a blogger for Bucks County. Yes, I was at a fashion show yesterday at the Mercantile in Doylestown, and it was wearable art, and it's fabulous, and it's all local artists, local designers, and it was really, really fun.
I could see you. The videos that you posted on Instagram were great. It was really cool to watch.
Thank you.
So you were obviously also a guest on my show, and we had a really great conversation. It was actually one of the most well-received shows I had ever done because of how candid our conversation was on sobriety And you are part of the reason why I for myself did not include any alcohol for today's show, because I wanted to make sure that it was inclusive of everyone. And even though you were in the stage of your sobriety where it's okay if someone else is drinking, I, really felt strongly about making sure that both of you and I were sober today.
Well, there's no words. See, don't make me cry.
Sorry.
There's no words for how much I appreciate that. So this is my journey, as you said, and I don't ask it of anyone else ever. It's my path. But that level of respect and that level of kindness doesn't go unnoticed. So I can't thank you enough for that, because it's not something a lot of people are willing to do.
Well, no, thank you, because the fact that you're able to have such a candid conversation when so many people try to cover up whatever, their skeletons are. You are at the forefront to say, no, this is my battle. I am battling it and I'm winning, and you deserve an applause for that.
Thank you so much. I think that once I made the decision to say, you know what, I'm exhausted. I'm physically, mentally, spiritually, I'm done. I'm whipped. I'm bottoming out, and saying, this is not the truth. I can't keep up this smoke and mirrors, and this is what's going on, and I need help. And I'm not bad, I'm sick, and I need help. So it kind of allows the platform for, I'm going to show up authentically. And I'm only going to do it for myself. I don't ask anybody else. I don't believe in like mom shame or woman shaming.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that if I show up and say, listen, I'm sober. I run a program and I have a size 10 and I use Botox. Listen, this is who I am.
Yep.
It's just who I am. And I feel that not abandoning myself just allows other people to show up and be like, holy moly, this is who I am. And I'm kind of ready for this to be the new way that we live, instead of the filtered smoke and mirrors that, not to shame anybody, but the thing that happened with Khloe Kardashian, I don't judge her. I would never want to be in her shoes.
Right.
But I thought that was heartbreaking, that she was so frantic to get a gorgeous
That
photo
picture had to be taken down immediately, and there was nothing wrong with it.
Nothing. And she looked gorgeous.
Yes.
And she was suing people, and her team was on it, and I just thought, wow, that's just not where I am. I've been that girl. I remember that girl. I respect that girl, because she's got a lot of stuff on her plate that I don't ever want to go back.
Well, and I don't blame you, and you're winning at it. So if there's ever a hashtag that ever
about your body, your life, your journey, and you're doing it too, and I just think it's so badass.
Thank you. So again, being that, we did have that candid conversation, I really appreciate that you felt comfortable enough. And I remember something really stuck out in my mind. We were having a conversation after our show, and someone, I guess, was trying to get you to be on their podcast as well. And, you were like, when I'm ready. And you had said to me, you're like, it was really difficult for you to have the courage to come on, and it made me feel so good. I'm not going to lie, that you felt that comfortability with me to be able to, number one, just go past that one fear to even come on the show, and then to have the conversation that we did. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, that's kind of one of those things where this is who I am 24/7, and another podcaster, a big one in Bucks County. And I said, I need to take my time because I'm scared. And I'm just, I remember you asking, I said, I'm scared. And you said, it's just me. We're just going to talk, and I'm going to hold you. And I actually did the podcast with you, the IG Live, from my meditation God room.
Yes.
Got quiet, and I trust you, and it always turns out good because it's always authentic, and I think that's why it was received well, because I think people are really good at spotting BS, to be honest.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, so I want to thank you for coming on and giving me a call and wishing me well and supporting me. But I have 2 more guests that I need to get to before my engineer throws me off the air.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for including me and just being such a bright light in the world.
Thank
I just
you.
really respect you and love you. I will see you later.
Yes, you will.
Your call.
Love you, and I will talk to you soon.
Love you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That was really cool. So, all right. I messed up. I was all thinking I only had 1 guest left. I thought I had, my producer who has been with me since day 1. And I completely forgot about the best man in my wedding.
I feel the love, thanks.
The godfather to my son. And he creates comic books of which I'm the inspiration to one of the characters, and I forgot.
100%.
How could you?
I don't know.
You
I told you I was nervous.
Did you guys write in together?
No.
I can't believe. I'm so sorry, D.
It's all good. It's all good.
Well, again, so everybody who's here with us today has already been a guest. So at least, I gave you the full, not for nothing.
Yeah.
We were drinking that day.
Oh,
We were
yes.
drinking that day.
Best interview I ever did.
But so how did you feel? Well, no, first of all, this has to be, I always have a first with somebody. So Dee came to visit because Dee is a New York City native, lives in the city, still doesn't even own a car. That is how much of a New York City native he is. So he did his episode at my house.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time I ever did. We still did it separate, like your Instagram and my Instagram.
Right.
I'm like, how are we going to do this without having it reverb?
Right.
So you're in a different room.
Mm-hmm.
And the beginning of my video, I was like, okay, I'm live. And I try to say it nice and loud so you can hear me. And I could just hear you guys. I don't know what to do. Why don't I see her? I was like, I'm live. So how did it feel, though, talking with me?
It was fun. Like, I've done a lot of interviews, and I don't like the, question, like, robot kind of thing. Ours is like a very fluid, candid conversation, which I prefer because, to me, you get better answers and more truthful answers when it's just a candid conversation, which I prefer.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
No,
that.
of course.
So it was okay that I'm a talker, though?
No, because I'm not a talker, so it works out perfect, actually.
Oh, my gosh. All right, so I got you on. Now
Yeah.
nobody can say anything.
Yeah, I'm here.
I vindicated myself.
There you go.
So then last but not least, hello, my friend.
What's going on?
Everybody, this is Kaz. Oh, the bell. I have to ring the bell. So Kaz is my producer, and he, from day 1, literally day 1, has always shown support. Why don't you do this? But the only thing that, reminds me of my husband, he's every time we talk, you're like, did you do more videos? You got to do more content. Did you do this? I'm like, no. I mean to. I have to clean my room, or I want to, recuperate from surgery. So that's what is in my head. Did I make more content?
Well, my biggest thing is always having enough content. Even if you don't do it, people don't know how much content you do. You just want to stay relevant because a lot of times, like once you stop, you got a momentum, and then you stop, people will stop. So they always want to feel like, they want to tune in to see what you're doing. So you always got to give them something.
And you're always giving something.
Yeah, always. I really don't get a chance to do. Huh?
You want him to record?
Yeah, you call it. Okay.
You got to turn the screen around.
Well, you can keep it like that. No, you can just keep it like that.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah.
Wait. Can I just? I just want to say, we have a reigning wrestling champion holding the camera for us right now.
I do everything around here. Wish to do it all.
Yeah.
So go ahead. So you always have relevant content.
Yeah, I always try to see what's going on and just have a lot of stuff going on. So I'm always doing something, even though I'm working like 60 jobs, but I still gotta constantly look like I'm doing something.
I'm always have to say, can you talk right now? Are you busy right now? Are you at work? Like, yes, I'm at work.
But the main thing is always for me is positivity. You want to surround yourself with a lot of people that's gonna be on the same wave as you and help you. You can help each other out. And that's the most important thing. You need somebody to support you. Just like I said, that uplifts everybody. And you just surround yourself with a bunch of people with the same goal, and you all will get there eventually.
Yep.
So that's how I tend to look at things.
But thank you so much, because I for real, you have always supported me, even when, like, in the beginning, when, I had this partner and that didn't work out, and that partner didn't work out, and you're like, just do, you were always there saying, you can do this, you don't need anybody else. And
yeah, definitely. You gotta, if you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you? And that was one of the things with me. I started off working with a couple people, and then you expect them to help you, but it don't pan out that way. So I just wound up doing everything by myself. And when you do everything by yourself, who can you blame except for yourself?
Yep.
So, if you want to get there, you got to keep pushing yourself. And that's the way I kind of look at things. So.
Well, no, it was definitely words to live by, especially because I remember one of the first questions with one of the people that I had started out with, they're like, who can you bring to the table? And I'm like, I don't know anybody. And then all of a sudden I had to do it on my own because everything just, was changing. And I was like, oh, crap, I know someone who does this. I know someone who does this. And then all of a sudden, here we are. Here we freaking are.
You started, you kept pushing, and look at you now.
And I kept hammering. Kept hammering. So, I mean, we did it. We did our first show. How'd it go? How'd we do?
Wait, that's it?
Came out awesome.
Came out awesome?
You ready?
I don't, how do we say goodbye? Like, I need to come up with a...
Tune in next Sunday.
Oh, tune in next Sunday.
Like, add, share.
Remember
to follow us on YouTube.
Remember to
Facebook.
Follow us on YouTube, Facebook. Do you follow people on
Instagram, Twitch, yeah.
Oh, you follow people? Yeah. So follow us on Twitch, on Facebook, on YouTube. I am Mindminx on Instagram and TikTok. TikTok is fun. Don't forget about TikTok. And follow Mix Vibes Radio on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. And we do have a website too, so make sure you're on there. And thank you so much. I think that's all I can say.
You need a signature out. That's what you need.
I need a signature out. Yeah, I gotta.
You can work that. Maybe
we're
that during the week.
How about
yeah.
That? Have them interact with you. How about that?
All right. Yeah. So fans, tell me how you would like to hear me say goodbye and see you next time.
I do everything around here. I hold the camera. I do it all.
All right. So thank you, and have a great week, everyone.